MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, Truist Park. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. Freddie Freeman, one of the league's top power hitters, looks to gain ground in the home run race. Next. Tyler Glasnow is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Ready now is Jon Berti, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Berti.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch of the game is taken for ball one as we're underway tonight from Truist Park. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Turned on down the line. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas lifted in the air out towards left center. Ozuna on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
This is the way you want to start the game on the offensive side of things. Teammate puts himself in the scoring position, and you're able to bring him home with a gapper. That's the kind of thing that gets the whole lineup excited to put up some numbers.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He enters play here at 288, a dozen home runs, and 54 runs batted in. The 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Acuna on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brian Anderson. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. He's set and the pitch. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's 3 for 9. In there, and it's even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
2-1.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Fouled off. Fouled away. Rojas, the runner at second with one away. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So now to the plate, Corey Dickerson. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's inside. 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Ready with the 2-0. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Here's the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Garrett.
Next, it'll be Garrett Cooper. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Hit down the third baseline. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand.
I win.
Marlins get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up from Truist Park. It's now 1-0 Miami. Pablo Lopez gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
And now, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself into scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Not the best changeup there, an easy take. And there's a base hit on the line. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle-of-the-order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He's been an obvious bright spot on a team whose postseason hopes seem to be dwindling.
Not surprised this veteran's leading the way. He's had a monumental year power-wise, finding himself fighting for a home run title. I know the results win-loss-wise haven't been what he wants, but he...
Oh, way to get dirty. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And he fouls this one off. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2-1 the count. Two out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Memories being made at the ballpark tonight, as they should be. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. The batter will be J.J. Bleday. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the AB now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
The 0-2 delivery.
No. Lane 12, 1-2.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off, so As a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. The 2-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Ozuna is under it. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 49, Pablo Lopez.
Up next from Miami, Pablo Lopez. Here's the first pitch, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Swanson is there, and he makes the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
For the Braves, the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Started to swing there, but did he hold up in time? He did not, says Ed Drummond at first, and that's strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2.
Not your normal put-away pitch. A two-strike fastball down in the zone, but he was able to get wood on it and foul it away.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting sixth.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 26 home runs and 89 runs batted in. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
One out, nobody on. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Marte is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Green.
Stepping in for the Braves, Kevin Green comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the AB now. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. Now to bat, John Birdie. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And this is lined into right field, and he's aboard here with the leadoff single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
In now, Miguel Rojas. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. From the belt, the pitch.
No. Playing 11, 1-1.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is right there for d'Arnaud to get his man.
That was a great throw from a guy that's not necessarily known for his catch and throw abilities. He had a huge lead over at first, but it didn't make much of a difference as he's cut down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here is strike 3 called on a fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Starling Marte. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Johan Camargo.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Tyler Glasnow, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And as you take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he tops all Miami Marlins in that department. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. And now the first pitch.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The 1-0 home. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Welcome back to Truist Park, just outside Atlanta, as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Brian Anderson. First pitch of the AB now.
No, that's the ball. 1-0.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The 1-1.
Ball. You won.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
He's been cold. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 268 the average for him coming in. 16 homers and 66 driven in. And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. To second for one. Back to first, but it's right over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Yeah, I like the way he stayed right in there at second base, knowing he was vulnerable, but it definitely influenced the throw to first. Way offline, and he's going to get charged with an error as a result.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Comes set. Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Dickerson leads off second with one gone in the inning. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now 2-1.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And it's grounded just foul down the line. Struck out in his first at-bat. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit in the air down the left field line. And no one will get this one. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Ready with the 1-0. Popped him up. Camargo over to his right. And that will end the inning. Marlins forced to settle for one. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 35 now on the season, as the Braves have come back to tie things up at 2 apiece. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Showtrack. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Acuna digs in now.
The center fielder.
He'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna as he puts it on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We're through 4, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the pitcher, Pablo Lopez.
Number 49, Pablo Lopez.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Go. 1 ball, no strike.
Now the 1-0 ties him up inside with a good fastball. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Green moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jon Berti.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll head for an early shower as he fails to go the requisite 5 innings, but it doesn't matter anyway in a tie game. He'll leave with a no decision. Bryce Wilson, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 46.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jon Berti, singled in his last at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So now to the plate, Miguel Rojas, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And as you take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he tops all Miami Marlins in that department. Standing in now, Starling Marte, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits to this point. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Right side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Tries to uppercut that thing, but missed it. 2-1.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
The 2-1 pitch.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the next to bat will be Corey Dickerson. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
First pitch on the way.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
This one's down to third. Camargo's got it. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Marlins leave all 3. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2.
I'm wearing a cape and apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what.
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be the power-hitting catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
The catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
First offering. Too high, 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and blasted. No bunt cheese on that one. It's way gone. Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run. And that is 27 for him on the year. And Atlanta's taken a 3-2 lead.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the yard.
Stepping in now, Kevin Green, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
In there, 2-1. To 2-2 now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. And this will be fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So here's Johan Camargo, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. On the year, Camargo brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
1 out, nobody on. And this one's high and tight, backing him up, 2-1. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here comes Marte. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 46.
Ender Inciarte will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 264 is average entering play, 5 homers and 25 driven in. Now the 1-0. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Racing back, the right fielder.
Oh, doctor, you can hang a star on that baby.
Solo shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's given the Braves a 4-2 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So up steps Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Bleday will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 4 and the Marlins 2. Drew Smyly takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he misses there, 1-2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Next to hit, J.J. Bleday. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Grounded back up the middle. Swanson scoops it up, and there are 2 away now. Next up, Jorge Alfaro, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Miami down in order. They trail it here 4-2. James Hoyt enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Leading up for the Braves.
Into the box, Dansby Swanson. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 3. The 1-0.
No, too low.
Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Two and 1.
2-1.
Hit softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the 2-2. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And the payoff pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Now at the plate is Freddie Freeman. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Swanson on at first, nobody out. Two balls and a strike to Freeman.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed, 3-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ronald Acuna. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
First pitch on its way.
Outside.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-0 home.
Ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
3-0 now. Marcell Ozuna will be next. The 3-0 pitch.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. In his career against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Now batting.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1.
1 strike.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-1. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Into the box, Kevin Green struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Swing and a line drive, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Sliced hard on the ground, and there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
At the plate, Johan Camargo, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Dickerson. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 6 full. The Braves on top 6-2. Adam Duvall is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. First pitch of the AB on its way. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 13 home runs, 53 RBIs. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Pops this one up. Freeman will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 1.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jon Berti.
Next to hit is Jon Berti. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel.
Stepping in next, Miguel Rojas. Previous battles with Drew Smyly. He's only 2 for 10. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Don't want to forget about him. And now the first pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Green is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the center fielder, Starling Marte.
Now into the box, Starling Marte. From the stretch. And this is low, ball 1. Berti, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Back goes Ozuna into the second deck and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Hey, you could tell as soon as the pitcher released that one, he almost wanted to pull it back. That thing popped right out of his hands, and that hitter's eyes lit up.
Into the box now, Brian Anderson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Braves 6 and the Marlins 4. Adam Cimber will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th. Ehire Adrianza is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Here's the first pitch to him, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 4. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson's there. 1 away.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the AB on its way. A ball and no strikes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 1-1.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And right into the shift, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now the pitch.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Here's another 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away
The
now.
batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Up next, Dansby Swanson. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
No. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period, the end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
2 balls and a strike now. Here's the 2-1. There's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They still lead at 6-4. A.J. Minter has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now to the plate, Corey Dickerson. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's gone 2 for 6. He also has 1 home run. First pitch on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Acuna's there for it. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
At the plate now is Garrett Cooper. Flew out last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. Popped him up. Albies waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the right fielder, J.J. Bleday.
So next to bat will be J.J. Bleday, grounded out in his last at bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Count is 1-2 now. And the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Acuna is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Score remains steady at 6-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dylan Floro will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Cameron Meisner is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
The first baseman.
First pitch on the way.
Freeman.
Freddie Freeman is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that's swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 13.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Acuna. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One out, nobody on. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. In now, Marcell Ozuna. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time as he steals second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with Showtrack. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Here comes the 0-1. Strike taken, the throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Travis d'Arnaud, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 4. Here comes the 1-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Marte. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They're up 6-4. Will Smith comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Now in the box, Jorge Alfaro. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Here it comes. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jorge Alfaro becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Pitch on the way. Cameron Meisner is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. A ball and a strike now. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
At the plate now, John Birdie, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. One and 1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
Outside, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swinging bunt. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Throw to first, he'll be in time to get him, and the Braves have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Atlanta used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Bryce Wilson wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Will Smith records the save, his 32nd of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Marlins, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Truist Park, 41,500. The Braves thank